It's what I call a wow factor. In my Rotary Club, I've asked my club members to, when they get up and have a speaker, to tell me what your wow factor is. Here at S4TL, you run across those wow factors.
The first day, they are kind of wide-eyed and said, why did I come to this camp? But when they roll up out here and the red shirts come up and greet them and say, you're in such and such a color group, your leader is so-and-so, or I'm your leader, let me take your bags. It's very different. And I think that starts them off on the right track.
When the delegates first come to us, they're thinking that they're giving up a week of their summer. What they learn while they're here is that this isn't like anything else that they've experienced.
And they find themselves in a really odd setting. They're put in some awkward situations, but they learn to adapt, and they find these friends, and they find that people really like them for who they are.
S4TL's program is set up in such a way that the entire seminar is run by students who have gone through the program. The first year that they're here, they're a yellow shirt. The program is dedicated to their success.
It's you and your clubs that give us the yellow shirts. Thank you for that. You give us excellent yellow shirts. We have 154 yellow shirts this year.
They get some basic principles the first time they're here. They hear the story, they feel the story, they get to know each other, and they bond.
The red shirts are going to come back and they're going to experience what it's like to be a leader to a peer. Those 18 will come back and lead their color groups.
So it's pretty much a tough job to come up with the 18 best kids that we can.
Coming back as a red and then being able to work with the yellows and being able to see their transformation and growth, I just find it amazing.
10 of them will come back next year as white shirts.
They've got more responsibilities because they've shown some leadership skills, and they foster that with their red shirts, and they start bringing the best out of them and coordinating things.
So we've got a couple on newspaper, a couple on recreation, a couple behind the podium over there running the equipment.
They're working behind the scenes to ensure that the yellow shirts have the experience that they deserve. So within just a few years of their junior year in high school, they're able to see how a very large organization works and experience it.
2 years after you're a white shirt, we then choose 2 special assistants to the director.
When we get to the special assistants, they run the program. That's a pretty comprehensive program.
Coordinate your white shirts, the red shirts, and make sure the yellow shirts are where they belong at the right time.
We advise them and help them when they need a little help, but they're the ones that run the program.
The people who work in all 4 phases have got an advantage over other people who don't do things like this.
Each level that each delegate rises up carries additional responsibilities as well as additional leadership opportunities.
And it's that experiential learning that sets S4TL apart from a lot of other programs.
I don't know that anyone does it the way we do it.
Well, I would have to say there's nothing quite like S4TL.
We're a full week long. There's other programs that are 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days into our program, we're really just starting.
We bring in some really good speakers and people that have real life experience, and they do a tremendous job.
They're high quality, they're known nationally, some of them are known internationally. They have a message and they help provide the skills for the students to use to become successful.
We have 150 different delegates, 160 different delegates, and each one is going through their own challenges. So we bring in speakers that can connect to different kinds of kids. We're bringing in half a dozen of some of the country's best speakers, and they're really making change.
Here, the students are going to be exposed to different points of view, different activities, different messages. That's unique in leadership development programs.
The speakers get them up, and they keep them active, and they keep their mind engrossed in what's going on.
We do hands-on activities. We're up out of our chair, learning trust, communication skills, goal setting, time management. They have to think outside the box. They have to leave their comfort zone.
If it's fun and significant, you've hit a home run.
It's a very intense, positive experience.
But this is a great program, a great place to come.
They want to have a good life. They want to give back to their community, and I think it's very refreshing to see that.
Lasting change in the community, it starts with one young person at a time.
They're going back to 150 communities and schools that they're able to influence. They're using the toolbox of leadership skills that they got here at F4TL, and they're able to change all of those lives that they're impacting every single day.
They're going to be people that hold high positions of leadership.
They're training students to go back and be successful. And that's important. The success breeds success, just that simple.
The most fulfilling part of S4TL for me is finding that one yellow shirt who comes to you at the end of the seminar and says it changed their life.
S4TL absolutely changes lives. In fact, we can prove that by the parents or the people who transport the kids up here before and then pick them up and take them home afterwards. And they said, "What did you do?" I didn't do anything, but the program is a life changer for the people who experience it.
Some of the people that I went through the program with, I still keep in contact with.
By the end of the week, the kids don't want to leave.
They're going to make bonds and friendships here in 1 week that they haven't made in years back home.
It's more than just leadership here, and we're very happy that it is leadership, but it's more than just leadership. The connections we make here are stronger than connections I have with friends that I've been with since kindergarten.
They bring students who are like-minded together.
So you see that transformation of why am I here to, okay, I'm here, show me something, to I don't want to leave, and I don't want to leave my friends. A week later, they're holding a party, a reunion already. 2 weeks after that, they have another reunion. There's something about that bond that's created here that you just don't want to let go.
There are people posting things from, 5, 6 years ago, and they still talk about what happened here at this camp and how it changed their life.
CJ was a delegate back in 2002. 2002, he was a delegate here. He made his way back to Rotary, like we challenge all of our kids to do, and made his way back to S4TL, and about knocked me down the first time I met him back when he was a Rotarian. I want to come back, so it was good that he came back.
My experience as a yellow shirt, I don't usually talk about. Okay. I don't want to cry, let's see. My experience as a yellow shirt was very similar to what we see every year. It was an experience of a young person who was a leader in their school who put on a mask. Who put on a mask of, I'm doing okay. And I wasn't. But coming to S4TL taught me that I wasn't alone, and that I was worth more than what some other people in my life thought I was. And I wanted to give back to that. So when I saw a Rotary Wheel in the community, I approached them and I asked, what can I do to help you? And a month later, they were inducting me as a member. They told me that one day I could be anything, and I will be.
One of the things we'll tell the young people is that we love them and there's just nothing they can do about it.
We let them know that they matter to us and that we believe in them and that they're so important to the future.
Some kids, they don't hear that, and that's important for our young people. They got to know they're loved. Hopefully here we give them at least a little bit of that.
I joined the staff of S4TL in 1986, and I've been coming every year since that. This is my last year on the staff.
He said, we don't get paid for this. We get paid on a day like today, watching you guys. We love you. Thanks.
Been a very rewarding 30 years.
We watch lights go on, smiles come across your face.
We see a change, we see a difference. Go out and make that difference.